Royal records shattered. Princess Leonor's wedding video just went global. Spain rejoices. Cameras flash. A fairy tale unfolds. But wait, this isn't just a royal wedding. It's history rewritten. Because this time, the entire world was watching. And what happened next? No one expected. Not even the palace. For months, whispers had filled Europe's royal corridors. A secret union. A royal match beyond borders. Princess Leonor of Spain, the future queen, her wedding video didn't just break tradition. It shattered every royal record in modern history. Within hours of release, the footage had crossed 100 million views. By morning, it had become the most watched royal video of all time. And yet, behind the glittering gowns and polished palace halls, lay a love story born from years of secrecy, challenge, and destiny. Spain had waited decades for this day, the day their princess became a queen in waiting not only by title, but by love. And as the world pressed play, it wasn't just a wedding, it was an emotional revolution. To understand the magnitude of this moment, we must go back. Back to when Leonor was just a young heir, shadowed by duty, shaped by expectation. Every smile rehearsed, every appearance measured. The weight of the Spanish crown rested gently on her shoulders, yet firmly enough to define every decision she made. And then came him, Prince Christian of Denmark. Two young royals from different nations, connected first by protocol, and then, unexpectedly, by genuine affection. Their paths crossed during official engagements, fleeting glances, formal greetings, nothing more. But the world noticed something, a spark. And in an age where royal decorum often hides the human heart, that spark became the story the world couldn't ignore. When the video premiered, no one anticipated what would happen. At first, it was released exclusively through the Spanish royal channel, a dignified, modest upload titled simply, The Royal Wedding, Princess Leonor and Prince Christian. Within an hour, it became the #1 trending video in Spain. By midnight, it was trending in Denmark, the UK, the US, and across Latin America. TikTok clips exploded. YouTube Shorts hit 1 billion combined views in 24 hours. Royal commentators described it as a global love wave. But what exactly made this wedding go viral? It wasn't the luxury, though the palace was breathtaking. It wasn't the guest list, though it read like a European who's who of nobility. It was emotion. Real, unfiltered, deeply human emotion. When Leonor walked down the aisle, tears shimmered in her eyes. The crowd went silent. Even the king, her father, Felipe VI, was visibly moved, his proud smile hiding tears. And in that one frame, captured and shared millions of times, a future queen became something greater. A symbol of unity, of modern royalty, of love that transcends tradition. There were moments in that video that froze time. When Leonor reached the altar, she didn't just bow. She smiled. A soft, trembling smile that carried the weight of two nations. Then, Prince Christian took her hand, gently, reverently, as if the whole world might vanish if he squeezed too hard. That single gesture became the image of the year. Photographers called it, the moment of truth. In Denmark, children replayed it on their tablets. In Spain, grandmothers wept openly in front of their TVs. But it wasn't just the ceremony. It was the intimacy that followed. The vows, written by the couple themselves, were simple, heartfelt, and spoken in both Spanish and Danish. No rehearsed statements. No royal scripts. Just two voices echoing through centuries of history. Greater than, te elijo a ti, hoy, mañana, y siempre. Jeg vielger dig, I dag, I morgen, og for evict. I choose you, today, tomorrow, and forever. And at that moment, even the walls of the palace seemed to listen. Within 12 hours, the royal YouTube channel reported a surge that crashed their servers. Over 250 million views in 2 days. By the end of the week, over 500 million. Netflix executives called it, royalty's streaming miracle. BBC analysts labeled it, the new Diana moment. But perhaps the most telling sign came from the people. In Madrid, spontaneous celebrations erupted in the streets. In Copenhagen, thousands gathered to toast the couple with candles and roses. Across Latin America and Europe, the video was replayed in classrooms, cafes, and living rooms. For a brief, shining moment, the world stood still, united by a single love story. But behind the glittering smiles and perfect frames, not everything was seamless. Reports soon emerged of deep palace tensions before the big day. Queen Letizia, ever the protective mother, had reportedly clashed with royal aides about the level of public exposure Leonor should face. Her priority was her daughter's safety, her dignity. King Felipe, meanwhile, saw an opportunity to rebuild Spain's global image. To remind the world that the monarchy could still inspire, still connect with its people. And caught between them, Leonor. A daughter. A future queen. A young woman in love. Insiders described moments of tension, late-night discussions, emotional confrontations, and Leonor herself standing firm. She didn't want a spectacle. She wanted authenticity. And that authenticity, in the end, became her triumph. In London, royal commentators compared it to the wedding of William and Catherine. In Scandinavia, it was hailed as the birth of a new era of European unity. Social media overflowed with tributes. Royal watchers dubbed Leonor the "people's future queen." Hashtags like #Leonor wedding, #royal love, and #Spain unites flooded timelines. But beyond the digital noise, there was something deeper. A cultural shift. A longing for connection in an age of division. And Leonor, unknowingly, became the vessel of that hope. As the public feed ended, a new story began, one hidden behind palace doors. At the private reception, sources say the atmosphere was both relaxed and electric. Prince Christian delivered an unscripted speech, warm, witty, deeply personal. He spoke of Leonor's courage, her laughter, her grace. And when he said, "I fell in love not with a princess but with a person," the room erupted in applause. Queen Letizia, ever poised, was seen wiping away tears. King Felipe raised his glass, his voice breaking slightly as he toasted. To love that endures, to a crown that listens, and to a daughter who teaches us all. Those words became the quiet echo of the night, the heart of the story the world never saw. Weeks after the wedding, something remarkable happened. Applications to Spanish tourism offices skyrocketed. Interest in Spanish culture, language, and royal history surged. Documentaries began production, but beyond the numbers, there was a sense that something had shifted in the monarchy itself. Leonor's marriage wasn't just a royal event. It was a message. A bridge between the past and the future. Between tradition and authenticity. She had shown the world that royalty could be real. That a crown could coexist with vulnerability. And that sometimes, just sometimes, love can make history. As the world replays the video, frame by frame, what remains isn't just spectacle. It's sincerity. A reminder that even behind ancient walls and golden thrones, the human heart beats the same. Princess Leonor's wedding video didn't just go global because of luxury, or legacy, or fame. It went global because it felt real. Because in a time of chaos, it gave the world something pure, a moment of unity. And as history remembers it, the words that echo most will not be the numbers, nor the headlines, but the quiet whisper between two souls before the world heard them say "I do." Because sometimes, love doesn't just change two lives, it changes the world.